Hey everybody, this is my review of BioShock 2, and I'm also trying out a new review process here. As you can see, I'm doing actual gameplay. I have a capture card. It's not the best thing ever. It's kind of, well, you can see the resolution, but as you can see, this is BioShock 2. Now I want to say I started off there just so you can see that you can walk around outside every once in a while. They're usually scripted events. You can't just wander out. But then you find one of these chambers. It gets rid of the water, and then you can enter Rapture again. Now this is pretty long into the game. I want to say about halfway. I haven't beaten the game yet, which is a little weird considering the fact that it is an older game. But like I said, I've had this for a while. I got it from GameFly back when I had it. But anyway, I wanted to try my new recording method, and at the same time also be able to do a review on it. Since this is a very good game, and it was very largely hyped before it came out. But as you can see, there's a lot of detail in the surrounding areas. The floors look great. You can see even the rubble and the plants growing around everywhere. Everything has a really organic feel to it. There's windows almost everywhere in this game. As you can see, you can look out the window right there. I'm hacking that terminal right there. That's what that little dial thing was there. The thing is, when you're hacking, you want to line up the blue ones as often as you can, because if you get the blue one, then you get the item that dropped out there. Now that was some trap rivets, and I already have that filled. That's a Vita chamber. That's what happens when you die. You spawn in there. But anyway, like I said, you can see on the outside a lot, which is really nice. If you play BioShock 1, it looks familiar a lot, but the same way, it's all new places. You don't revisit many of the same places at all, really. The Big Daddies are usually the same. They usually walk around with the little sisters and all that good stuff. The thing is, you play in this one as a Big Daddy. You play as Cedric Delta, the first Big Daddy, and that comes with some good and bad things. The thing is, when you first heard this, you're like, oh yeah, he plays a Big Daddy, I'm going to be unstoppable. That is so far from being the truth. You actually are rather weak. I guess since you are a prototype and still one of the first ones. I shotgun the hell out of this guy. But anyway, like I said, this is you are the first Big Daddy, so you're pretty weak. Big Daddies, other Big Daddies, and Big Sisters will rip you to shreds for the most part. The only another bad thing about this game, though, probably the first one I want to mention, is that dying really has no ramifications. You're usually you're by a Vita chamber almost all the time, and you don't really lose anything when you die. So really, I don't know, it's a good thing and a bad thing. It's kind of one of my gripes with newer games nowadays. They seem a little bit easier, and you don't get punished that badly for dying ever. But anyway, that's just a very small gripe for this game. You can see there's ice every once in a while now after you get the fire plasmid, and you can melt that to find items and whatnot. So it's always really good. I like kind of stuff like that. Adds hidden stuff to it. And let me see. I'll say. I can see the guns are pretty detailed too. You get to carry all your guns at one time on you, which is a good thing. You don't have to store them. You don't have to set them out. You carry all the guns you find. I haven't found all of them yet, but that's the machine gun I'm holding right now. You'll probably see the rivet gun. The drill, if you see mine come up, it frosts over. It's because I got a plasmid that lets it frost over like that. It deals ice damage plus the regular drill damage. But anyway, I was saying the Big Daddy, like I was saying, you're not as strong, but the thing is, whenever you move, you feel like a Big Daddy. He moves a little bit small, a little bit slower, a little bit clunkier, and when you jump, you can feel you can hear that you hit the ground really hard, and it shakes to an extent, and it's just, it makes you feel a lot stronger. Now I didn't get to hear this audio log because I hadn't configured my audio till recently, and I didn't feel like reshooting all this, and I'd already saved at the end of this video. So I don't know what she said, but I guess I can't be missing that much. But anyway, up here in a minute, I'll show you a fight against a Big Daddy. Now I kind of went smarter about this, and I hid back here behind this grate. But the thing is, like I said, you're pretty weak, and they can deal a lot of damage. But this one happened to have a rocket launcher on him, and I really didn't want to be out there with him. So I kind of hid back here and took him out. Now you can see that's the fire plasmid. That's how it works. I think I've shot it once before, but this gives a little bit more in-depth view of it. You can see he sets him on fire. He kind of tends to run. When he first hits him too, it scares him a little bit, so he kind of gets scorched and freaks out a little bit. And you can see there goes my machine gun. I'm gonna pull out. This is the normal rounds. Soon I'm gonna shift down to the armor-piercing rounds, which deal more damage against Big Daddies and Big Sisters since they do have armor on them. Now, the thing is, all weapons, aside from the drill really, have 3 ammo types. All of them are different between the guns. Shotgun, I've only found the one for. I'm not sure if it has any other ones. It says that the general rule for this game is that they do, but like I said, I haven't found anything yet. But with the machine gun right here, there's anti-personnel rounds, which are good for the splicers and majority of other things you'll fight. armor-piercing rounds are good for the big daddies and the big sisters, and then just the regular 50 caliber rounds, the machine gun. See, there go all my guns. There's the rivet gun, the shotgun, a camera, which isn't necessarily a gun. It's just if with the camera you get to record it like a video whenever you're shooting, and whenever you're finding something, and then whenever it gathers enough data on it, you'll get a special plus for it. Like I recorded some data on different kind of big daddy, and it lets me do extra damage to them. So that was good. But and there's also a hacking tool now, which instead of having to be right next to something, you can actually remote hack some things, which is a big help, because especially getting the turrets and whatnot. But anyway, you can see this is a really nice looking area. I like this place. I'm pretty happy I record here. Now this is where you get to adopt or harvest a little sister. Now I usually harvest them because, well, it's easier, and I don't really have that much of a conscience for video game characters. But anyway, when you adopt them, they'll ride on your shoulder and they'll talk to you every once in a while. And basically with them, you can set them down, they'll harvest Adam from other splicers that are dead or in the ground. Only problem is, the one time I've done it, which is a scripted event where you have to do it, it turned into a just ungodly mess. You get run down by splicers like crazy trying to get her Adam. Anyway, I'm going to have to sign off now because you can see it's saving. But anyway, like I said, you should really go out and buy this game. It is a great game, and as you can see, it's really worth playing. Anyway, guys, I'll see you later. Have a nice night.